Hey y'all, it's Brendan with Voodoo Forge, and I am about to make a shepherd's hook. Now, a couple quick things about shepherd's hooks. I don't make a lot of them, and I don't make a lot of them because I cannot compete with the cheap overseas ones. Most people, if I make one, I have to have a certain amount of money to make it worth my while to make. And if I can't get that amount of money, it's not worth me making. Most people, when they see my price on something, are like, I can get it for way less than that at the Chinese box store. So I don't make a lot of them. But every once in a while, I get a customer who is a good customer who's like, hey, I want a shepherd's hook. And I'm like, well, I can't make them as cheap as they do at the box store. And they're like, I don't want one from there. I want one of yours. Those are good customers that you need to cherish. So, let's make a shepherd's hook. Okay, this is our starting material, and this is like 6.5 foot, a 1/2 inch round stock. I don't like to use anything smaller than 1/2 inch round stock, maybe 3/8 square. I don't like to use 3/8 round. It doesn't really have the mass to hold up plants. 1/2 inch round, that's when I do one of these, that's usually what I do. Ahead of myself a little bit. That's okay. We can fix it. Alright, like nothing ever happened. That's terrible. There we go. That's looking good. What I forgot to do is right behind the scroll, I want to just flatten that part of the material out. So it kind of has that going up. Now we can do this. Put a little more heat on her. Should be able to do this pretty easy now. Alright, that's not perfect. That's perfect enough for me. Alright, so with that cooled, long material I bring out here to put a little hook on it there. Yeah, that's not terrible. Now before I get a big chunk of this hot, I need to make sure I've got this ready to go. And all I'm doing is just getting these vice grips where I can bring this straight out and clamp it on and wrap around this jig. Now this very well might take a couple of heats because how long this is. I'm gonna get over there. Oh, I need a hammer. Let's stick it back in and get it taken. Maybe I've got everything ready this time. Yeah, looks like this is gonna take one more heat. It's just because of the, well, shoot, that's not terrible. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it at that. Now I gotta do my support bracket for the bottom of the simple bend, but it's easier when it's hot. And I'm gonna bring this out and quench it to right where I want to bend it. Then it should be pretty easy, just stick in the vise. And then 90-ish degrees, we're good to go. Alright, everything has cooled off, so I'm going to weld the foot on this little guy. Here's our finished product. You have plenty of room to get your hanging basket or whatever you're hanging from it away from your post. It sits, you know, yay tall at this point. I put the support leg on. I always make my support leg a little longer than the main leg because that way you can put it in first and kind of push it down. You can make these taller, you can make these shorter, you can make these however you want to, but this is how I have made this one. Alright y'all, that's it. Super simple project. If you're making them for yourself or for somebody that understands the value in something handmade, you're going to do alright with them. If you're just, or it has been my experience that just in a general market, it is not worth just making these and having them and waiting for people to buy them, because it's just, like with everything hand forged, it takes a special customer. So what do y'all think? Do y'all make shepherd's hooks and sell them? Do you have good luck with them? Let me know. And hope y'all got something out of this. Y'all behave yourselves. Yeah. So apparently during the intro and outro, my shirt was buttoned wrong. But I don't want to reshoot that. So it's just going to be how it is.